Mustangs lead as we go to the third quarter in Keansburg. 11-7 in the first of two. Teams will break the huddle momentarily, and we'll get this third quarter started. John Beltran back with Braden Snyder. As Bonnie Robertson has been the lone weapon for Weld Central with those 6 points, leading all scores. And I think that's one thing you have to note for the first half is that even though Robertson scored 6 points, I mean, you have 2 players scoring a total of 7. Mustangs had 4 players scoring a total of 11. So that makes it more difficult for the opposing defense when you have to defend 4 players in terms of scoring threats.
And John, you hit it right on the head when you talked about, I talked to Coach Krakemeyer coming out of the locker room. He said, I'm happy with what we're doing on defense, need to keep that up. He said, I'd like to move the ball around on offense and get even more players in the score column because that's only going to make their job more difficult. So you hit it right on the head with what Coach Krakemeyer had to say.
All right, so let's see what the Mustangs can do here in the third quarter as it'll be Kelly Schreibvogel inbounding the basketball for Weld Central near the timeline to Smilek. Out there with Devonnie Robertson, Nicole Medler, and Mason Reese who's got the basketball. Sammy Pettijohn, Ali Schneider, Ashley Apple, Alexis Bills as the ball is thrown out of bounds. And fifth member out there, Brooke Wiederspan. That was intended for Smilek. Turnover number 14 for Weld Central. And they will not pressure. They'll pick up the Mustangs in the front court. Schneider at the top, picked up by Smilek. Behind her back in the lane. Puts up a runner off the glass. Too strong. Strong move. Rebound to Schneider in the lane. She turns, shoots, banks, misses. And Robertson grabs the rebound for Weld Central. The Rebels want to run, but Reese lost the basketball in the front court, then falls on it, then she's tied up. And that basketball is going to go over to Fort Morgan as the possession arrow's pointing in their direction. And just demonstrating control is what an issue it's been in this game. Sammy Pettijohn will set up the offense for the Mustangs. Guarded by Reese, picks up the dribble, looking left, and then that ball tipped away by Robertson, intended for Apple. Robertson all the way will bank and score. She's fouled. I don't know why Pettijohn fouled her. She had no chance to block that shot, but she caught up and somehow made contact with her. Sammy Pettijohn's second foul, Ivani Robertson to the line. She can make this a one-point game. Here early in the third, and the free throw is in and out. The ball is rebounded by Apple of Fort Morgan, her second board on the outlet to Bills. Bills for the Mustangs at the top, guarded by Schreibvogel. On the outside right is Wiederspan. Now Schneider straight away three is off the back of the rim, and the ball is loose, and Alexis Bills trying to save it and could not. It'll be Weld Central basketball. 6:55 in the third. Committed to serving those in production. Ag, Premier Farm Credit, is the gold standard in ag lending. Bounce pass to Reese near the top. Reese against Pettijohn on the outside right to Medler. Medler dribbles to her right, cut off by Wiederspan, looking down low. Beats Robertson in the lane. Back out on the left wing to Smilek against Schneider, and Schneider committed the foul on the reach-in. Again, that's what I'm talking about with the cheap foul. Ooh. What happened there? Are they looking the other way?
Looks like they're going to get an offensive foul. Maybe she lowered the shoulder a little bit. I don't know.
It looked like they were motioning towards Schneider.
Looked like it was going to be a block.
Well, it's a turnover for Weld Central. On the outside left, Schneider with a basketball, dribbling left baseline all the way, scoops and scores off the glass. Nice job by Ali Schneider. She had the open lane. She's got 5. The Mustang lead is 4, 13-9, 6:18 to go, third quarter. Schreibvogel still in the backcourt, jump pass to Medler, crossing the timeline, guarded by Wiederspan. On the outside right, Medler looking down low, still looking. Had the ball tipped away by Wiederspan. Medler chases it down in the right corner, and then a timeout called by Weld Central. And this will be a full timeout. 6:05 to go, third quarter. Fort Morgan 13, Weld Central 9 on B106 and B106.com. All right, we'll keep it right here with the Mustangs holding a 4-point lead at 13-9 as we are just shy of the 6-minute mark of the third. And both teams have scored in this quarter on field goals, which we did not see in the second quarter.
John, you hit it right on the head. You said which team's going to be more aggressive. We saw that right there with Allie Schneider on that last drive to the bucket. Did a little pump fake and drove to her left, laid it up and off the glass and in. Good move and a good aggressive move by the Mustangs to get that ball in the bucket.
Emily Smilek to throw it in for Weld Central. Smilek to the left of the basket. And then that pass was intercepted by Allie Schneider on the inbounds. Schneider into the front court on the right baseline. Schneider looking, spinning, picked up by Medler, has to get rid of it. Down low, Apple, 10-footer good off the glass for Ashley Apple. And the Mustangs now lead by 6. Biggest lead of the game, 15-9. 5:43 to go in the third. And a long pass from Reese to Smilek is out of bounds in the front court. Weld Central looks awful in this quarter. 5 turnovers and 2 points. And we played just over 2 minutes and 40 seconds of the third. This was a 4-point lead at halftime. Now it's 6 for Fort Morgan. Pettijohn across the timeline on the outside left to Bills, and the Mustangs will spread it out. Now to Pettijohn in the lane. Bounce pass outside right to Wiederspan, misses the 12-footer, and the ball is rebounded by Pettijohn, tied up by Reese. Possession arrow is pointing in Weld Central's direction. Well, the Mustangs have not turned it over so far in the third, so they're outplaying Weld Central this quarter, and they're implementing that pressure defense. Weld Central still not in double digits in scoring in the game. Robertson in the front court with the basketball, spinning, looking on the outside left of Metler. Metler will bounce it over to Reese. Reese against Pettijohn. This is an 8-7 Weld Central team, and then we got a foul from behind. I think Schneider might have tried to poke it away from Emily Smilek, and Schneider commits her third foul. And it'll be Kelly Schreibvogel to inbounds it, but Danielle Gross will replace Allie Schneider. And she might take a seat on the bench for the remainder of the third. We'll see. Bounce pass in the right corner for Smilek. Back out to Reese at the free throw line, guarded by Pettijohn. Spinning, looking, then that pass inside taken by Schreibvogel. Back out to Metler. Metler dribbling to her right, guarded by Wiederspan on the outside right to Smilek against Danielle Gross. Spinning at the free throw line. Had that pass nearly poked away by Pettijohn, taken by Reese, and then she lost control. Not of the ball, but of her feet, and she traveled. 19 turnovers for Weld Central, and they've got just 9 points in the game. This is an awful basketball by a Rebels team that has played much better throughout the course of the season, as demonstrated by that 8-7 mark. Pettijohn with the basketball. Bounce pass to the top for Apple. Apple left of the lane, into the lane. Bounce pass intended for Bills. It was tipped out of bounds by a Rebel. The Mustangs retain possession. Transforming lives each day, Colorado Plains Medical Center is where people choose to go for health care. That's Colorado Plains Medical Center. Pettijohn, left corner for Wiederspan. Back out to Gross, dribbling to her right. Gross at the top. Lob down low for Apple. Apple in the right corner. Over to Pettijohn, now to Bills. Bills stepping in, bounce back to Apple. Tied up by Robertson. Possession arrow for Morgan. And inbound it will be Pettijohn. Pettijohn underneath the basket in the front court. Still looking. Still looking. Bounce pass to the right corner for Gross. Lob at the top for Bills. Left corner Pettijohn. Dribbles left of the lane. Lost it. Got it back. Bills shot is up and in for Alexis Bills just inside the three-point line straight away. Bills now with 4 points. The Mustangs hold an 8-point lead. 17-9 with 4 minutes to go in the third. On the outside right, Smilek with a basketball. The Mustangs once scored just 38 points yesterday. They won't need that many tonight. On the outside right is Smilek. Back out to Gherkin into the game. Over to Medler on the high left. Medler against Wiederspan. Bounce pass down low for Schreibvogel. Banks and scores to the left of the basket. Schreibvogel has position, and that's her first field goal of the night. She's got 3 points. Mustangs 17, Rebels 11. 3:35 remaining third quarter. I'm John Beltran with Braden Snyder. At the top, the lob for Pettijohn, tipped away, taken by Apple, misses a 16-footer. It's an air ball, and the ball goes out of bounds. Central basketball. And Devin Lapp will check in for Ashley Apple. Mustangs will implement that press, which is for 6 turnovers here in the third. Smilek bounces it in to Medler. Medler pressure by Wiederspan along the baseline. Here's a pass to Schreibvogel into the front court. Weld Central successfully breaks the press. At the top for Gherkin, guarded by Pettijohn on the outside right to Medler, looking down low. And here's the lob down low for Schreibvogel. She banks and scores with the left hand. Schreibvogel got position. Mustangs could not clog the lane. And Weld Central's on a mini 4-0 run. It's a 17-13 Fort Morgan lead. 2:57 to go in the third. Pettichon spinning. Over to Devin Lapp, right to the free throw line. Down low for Gross. She turns and misses. And Nicole Mettler grabs the rebound for Weld Central, her fifth board. Gherkin across the timeline at the top. Back on the outside left to Mettler. Mettler dribbling against Brooke Wiederspan on the high left. The pass at the free throw line for Robertson. Left wing Mettler. Mettler dribbling to her right. They won't take many outside shots. In fact, they haven't made an outside shot. Everything is down low. Mettler at the top of the basketball. We've got a whistle and a foul. That's an illegal screen set by the Rebels, and the foul was committed by Alicia Gherkin. That also goes to the turnover, their 20th turnover of the game. And for Gherkin, her first personal foul. And Alexis Bills to throw it in the backcourt. Allie Schneider back in the game. And the clock. There, the clock just started. A little bit tardy there. Daniel Gross with the basketball. Gross down low. The pass intercepted by Ivani Robertson, intended for Brooke Wiederspan. Mustangs with their first turnover of the quarter. Gherkin at the free throw line. Back out to Schreibvogel. She'll take a long three. That's it. Schreibvogel, it's a long three-pointer. She's got 7 points in the quarter. The Mustang lead is down to 1, 17-16. With a minute 57 to go in the third. Schneider with the basketball. Lob down left baseline for Wiederspan. She's cut off. Bounce pass back out to Gross. At the top for Schneider. And right now, Weld Central's on a 7-0 run. All because of Schreibvogel lapped at the entry pass. She slipped in the lane and traveled. The Rebels can actually take the lead. And Madison Graham makes her first appearance for Weld Central. Well, at least we've seen a better offensive quarter in this one.
Most definitely, just scary to see that the Mustangs had an 8-point lead at one point, John, and now it's dwindled down to 1. Mustangs need to play better offense and kind of take some more time, and these turnovers are killing them.
And a foul at midcourt. Danielle Gross committed the foul. Now they're going to say she knocked it up and out. Boy, but there's a lot of contact there. Either way, Weld Central basketball. The inbounds pass from Schreibvogel to Robertson on the outside left to Graham. Graham towards the top, cross-court pass to Gherkin, guarded by Schneider. Gherkin dribbling right baseline, down low for Robertson, double team, turns, shoots, misses off to the left. The rebound is controlled by Brittany Winsheimer, Fort Morgan. The outlet to Schneider, a minute 15 to go, third quarter. Fort Morgan 17, Weld Central 16. Schneider at the top, three in the air, is off to the right. And the rebound is Schreibvogel's had an excellent quarter for Weld Central. On the outlet to Gherkin. Gherkin with a minute 2 to go in the third. Fort Morgan 17, Weld Central 16. 16-footer off the back of the rim. Missed by Schreibvogel. The rebound to Allie Schneider, her fifth board. Schneider by herself across midcourt with 48 seconds to go. In the third, the Mustangs are just going to spread it out. On the high right, Lapp with a basketball. Lapp dribbling to her right. Lob down low. Terrible pass. Tipped away by Smilek, and then we have a foul in the backcourt. I think Lapp committed the foul. No. It's I think is that a double technical, a double personal foul? I think that's what we saw. One against Lapp. The Weld Central basketball. I thought I saw 2 numbers called out there. Either way, the Rebels have the basketball for the Mustangs. Turn it over into the front court. Gherkin, right baseline. Had the ball stripped away, then tried to save it in, could not. Taken away by Danielle Gross. Here's Schneider, front court, with Smilek to beat all the way. She scoops it up and misses in and out. The rebound is Schreibvogel. Schreibvogel pressured in the backcourt. Gets the outlet pass over to Emily Smilek. 14 seconds to go across the timeline. Smilek on the outside right to Gherkin. Dribbles right baseline all the way, scoops it up, and that's an air ball. But it's taken away and a miss over there by Smilek herself. No, that couldn't have been Smilek who shot it and missed it. Either way, the Mustangs commit the foul. It was Gherkin who missed it and Smilek, who then came up with a rebound, and the foul was committed by Devin Lapp. That's her fourth. And with 5.0 seconds to go off the miss, Smilek at the line, she can tie the game with a made free throw, and she does. Glass, it went in.
Central Auto Parts for all your auto supply needs. Stop by Central Auto Parts at West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan.
Second free throw coming up for Emily Smilek, and right now, Weld Central's on an 8-0 run. And they have deadlocked the game. Second free throw is up, and that's short, and the ball is tipped around. The rebound to Macy Shookie. 2 seconds to go at midcourt. Schneider puts it up, and that is off to the left. That is the end of the third quarter. And we'll keep it right here. And Braden, take it away.
Brittany Winsheimer is our girls player of the week. She's a two-sport athlete. We talked a little bit about what her college plans are. She's currently enrolled in the MCC medical program. She plans to either stay here for a year and finish that up or transfer to UNC. She wouldn't mind playing basketball in college. Her favorite basketball memory is every team camp she's been to. She said she's never had a bad team camp. She loves all the camaraderie that's built, and her plans for the rest of the season, they want to make districts, and that was her goal from the beginning. And her other goals were a better record than last year and stay strong as a team. And Brittany's already accomplished one of her goals from the beginning of the season, as the Mustangs do already have a better record than last year.
Well, and they could create a new memory tonight if they could win for the second time in as many nights. And it was looking very encouraging moments ago when they had the 17-9 lead. But now the game is deadlocked at 17 as we go to the fourth. It will be Ivani Robertson, Kelly Schleifel, Mason Reeves, Emily Smilek, and Nicole Mettler on the court for Weld Central. The Mustangs with Allie Schneider, Danielle Gross, Brittany Winsheimer, Ashley Apple, and Alexis Bills. And inbounds the basketball will be Kelly Schreibvogel of Weld Central. The Mason Reeves picked up by Gross on the outside right. The jump pass is controlled by Smilek at the free throw line on the outside left to Mettler. Dribbling towards the left baseline. Bounce pass to Schreibvogel. Down low, she lost it, got it back. Back out to Reeves. 16-footer is well short. The rebound on one hop to Danielle Gross. The outlet to Schneider. Schneider pulls up from 10. Good. Left to the lane for Allie Schneider, and the Mustangs have reclaimed the lead at 19-17. 30 seconds into the fourth. Whistle and a foul. And the foul was committed by Danielle Gross. That's the 15th foul for Fort Morgan. Their first personal. Weld Central only with one team foul in the second half. And to throw it in will be Schreibvogel, just in front of the Weld Central bench in the front court. The inbounds pass is taken over there by Smilek. Back over to Reese. Reese guarded by Pettichon. Back out to her right to Smilek. Gets a pick from Robertson. Into the lane. Pulls up from 5. Around and good for Emily Smilek. The game is retied at 19. Approaching the 7-minute mark of the fourth. Cross-court pass intended for Pettichon. Intercepted by Schreibvogel. Here comes Reese into the front court. On the outside right to Smilek. Dribbling to her left. At the free throw line. Back on Schreibvogel. Straightaway three is short. Rebound to Allie Schneider of Fort Morgan. Her 6th rebound. Here come the Mustangs. With Schneider across midcourt. I mean, this is the first of 30 points at this point. At the top, Apple, 15-footer. Yes, for Ashley Apple just beyond that free throw line. Apple now with 4 in the game. Mustang steal. Schneider down low. The shot is up and in by Bill. Off the steal from Schneider. And Bill scores. He's got 6. The turnover for Weld Central is their 22nd of the game. Mustangs 23, Rebels 19. 6:17 to go from Keensburg. Smilek on the outside right to Mettler. Mettler picked up by Winsheimer. Looking down low, maintains the dribble, picks up the dribble. Now lobs down low for Robertson. She's trapped by Apple. Back out to Mettler. Mettler right to the free throw line to Robertson. Now to Schreibvogel. Backs up, can't take the free. Lost the basketball. Loose on the floor. And now we have a timeout, 30-second timeout. Called by Jacqueline Scott, the head coach of the Rebels, with 5:58 to go. And Fort Morgan holding on to a 23-19 lead. Stop by 302 Main Street in Fort Morgan. Leather jackets, t-shirts, banners, and more. They're also your local experts for customizing your team's sports apparel. That's Bijou T-Quest at 302 Main Street in Fort Morgan. Well, give the Mustangs credit. The game was tied at 17. They scored. Weld Central came back. The game was deadlocked at 19. Allie Schneider scored and Ashley Apple scored. So the Mustangs have that sense of urgency that when the opposing team comes back. In this game, being Weld Central, the Mustangs have responded. But still plenty of time to go.
You hit it right on the head. What the Mustangs are going to have to do is they're going to have to shut down Schreibvogel. As she's put up 6-7 points in that third quarter, and here we are in the fourth. She's been a dominant force causing turnovers. They're going to have to shut down her to continue to gain a lead on this game.
Schreibvogel with the basketball on the outside left now is Mason Reese at the free throw line. On the left wing to Mettler. Back out Schreibvogel. Fakes that shot on the left wing. Over to Reese on the outside right. Here is Emily Smilek, bodied up by Wiederspan. Bounce pass down low, poked away by Apple. It's still loose. Now Robertson has it for Weld Central. To Smilek in the lane, pulls up off the glass. She misses, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line. For Emily Smilek has become a little bit more of a force, actually. Apple commits her second foul. Smilek has 3 points, all in the second half. She can make this a one-possession game with 5:35 to go, and the free throw is short. And I say one possession, which seems like you should worry about how many possessions you have in terms of a lead, but when it's only 23-19, every point is at a premium. Second free throw for Smilek is in the air, and that one is in. The Mustang lead is at 3, 23-20. Here is Sammy Pettichon. Into the front court for Fort Morgan. Picks up the dribble. The outside left to Bills. Bills looking, dribbling at the free throw line. Bounce pass to Pettichon. 15-footer is short. And the rebound into the hands of Nicole Medler. Her sixth for Weld Central. On the outlet, Reese picked up by Pettichon at midcourt. And then Pettichon strips it, but Reese gets it right back. Reese still in the backcourt, looking, spinning. Front court pass to Smilek. Smilek left of the lane all the way. And then we've got a foul down low. I don't know if a shot was attempted or that was off of a pass. The foul was on Ashley Apple. That's her third foul.
If Apple falls over an offensive foul, she was in good position.
Well, it's a 17th foul, 1-and-1 situation. So the Mustangs can ill afford to keep committing fouls, as Emily Smilek will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. With 5:05 remaining in the game. And the free throw is up, and that is in and out. And the rebound is controlled by Alexis Bills, her fourth. On the outlet to Apple. Now here's Pettichon. Pettichon on the outside right, picked up by Reese, cross court to Bills. Bills baseball pass down low. A terrible pass knocked away by Schreibvogel and taken away by Reese. You can't force those passes. Got to be patient on offense. On the outside right, Smilek with a basketball at the free throw line for Robertson. At the top for Metler. On the high right, here is Smilek. Down low for Schreibvogel. Turns in the lane, he shoots and misses wildly. And the rebound to Pettichon. Pettichon grabs her first board, and we are under 4.5 minutes to go in Keensburg. Fort Morgan 23, Weld Central 20. Pettichon with a basketball, looking nearly tied up by Reese, and then she threw it away, and then I believe she committed the foul in the backcourt. That's going to be the 18th foul against Fort Morgan. And for Pettichon, that's her third personal. And Mason Reese to the strike. Yeah, I mean, if you make a mistake, get back on defense. But to make a mistake and then compound it with another mistake is going to give Weld Central a chance to inch a little bit closer. As to the line is Mason Reese, who has not scored tonight. She'll have a second free throw if she makes the first. Free throw by Reese is up and good. The Mustang lead is down to 2 at 23-21.
Insurance Connections, whether it's life, health, or dental insurance, Medicare supplements, see Sharon Kaufman at Insurance Connections today.
Second free throw is in. Fort Morgan 23, Weld Central 22. 4:15 to go from Keensburg. Schneider, lob at the top for Apple, double team. She's got to get rid of the basketball, and she was fouled. Good job of Apple not getting tied up. Foul was committed by Mason Reese. That is her first, second team foul. And the throw it in will be Wiederspan in the left corner towards Bills. Knocked it out of bounds by Smilek. And that will stay with Fort Morgan. Wiederspan to throw it in. Wiederspan lobs it cross court, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. It went through everybody unless it was tipped, and it was tipped by a Rebel.
Weld Central's coach is definitely furious about that call.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it tipped at all, but that's what one official said. Wiederspan to throw it in. Yeah, Jacqueline Scott did not like that call. Wiederspan, three-quarters court. The entry pass to Bills. Bills is double team. Lots of double teaming in this game. Dribbles along the right baseline. Jump pass to Schneider. Schneider on the left wing to Bills. Left corner, three in the air is an air ball. And the ball is loose in the floor, picked up in the backcourt by Mason Reese of Weld Central. Rebels can take the lead. The lead then is Smilek in the front court. Back out to Mettler. At the top, here's Reese. Puts up a 15-footer. Good. Mason Reese scores for Weld Central. And the Rebels have the lead, 24-23. 3:36 to go in the game. And we've got a timeout. We'll take it with them with a score. Weld Central 24, Fort Morgan 23 on B106 and B106.com. Sean Beltran, Braden Snyder back in Keensburg. The Mustangs have the basketball, but now trail. Weld Central's trailed throughout the course of the game, but they took the lead on a Mason Reese jumper, 24-23 with 3:35 to go. Alice Schneider with the basketball on the outside left. Spinning on Nicole Mettler at the free throw line. 15-footers off the back of the rim, and the ball is loose on the floor, and it's still loose. It's off of Weld Central. Mason Reese tried to chase it down and got a hand on the basketball, but could not secure it. Mustangs to throw it in three-quarters court. Wiederspan to trigger it in out there with Gross, Schneider, Bills, and Apple. Gross dribbling to her left. Lobs it cross court. I don't know where she was going with that pass. It was intercepted easily. And here comes the Rebels. Smilek into the front court on the outside left of Mettler. If I'm Weld Central, I really take a lot of time off the clock. A 1-point lead in this game, considering neither team can really score on a consistent basis, is huge. Smilek on the outside right, looking down low. Robertson at the free throw line. Robertson had the ball poked away by Schneider, and Schneider's fouled in the front court by Mettler. But that's actually a good foul because if Mettler doesn't foul her, Schneider has an easy layup.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is fouls are going to come into this play. As Fort Morgan has 18 fouls here, so here pretty quick, Weld Central is going to be in the double bonus, and that's going to come into play for Weld Central's benefit, as Weld Central has only committed 3 fouls here in the second half.
Wiederspan throws it into the backcourt to Pettichon. Mustangs can reclaim the lead with 2:49 to go. Pettichon bounce pass to the top for Apple. Apple double team has to get rid of the basketball, and then she travels. The Mustangs unofficially with 21 turnovers. Weld Central with 23. 47 points, 44 turnovers. That's the type of game it's been. As Weld Central at the basketball. In the front court is Mettler with 2:39 to go in the game. Right corner Robertson. Down low Schreibogle. Turns. Hooks. Misses. Rebound goes to Weld Central. We got a foul. And the rebound was grabbed by Emily Smilek, and then she was fouled as she tried to go back up. And the foul was committed by Brooke Wiederspan, her first. I believe that's 2 free throws because it's the 19th foul, but I think she was trying to go back up with a shot. Smilek's free throw for Weld Central is in the air and good. Smilek in this half has attempted 6 free throws. Here comes number 7. 3 out of 6 so far. Second free throw is in the air, and that one is in. Weld Central has their biggest lead of the game at 26-23 with 2.5 to go from Keensburg. Pettichon in the front court, cross-court pass to Bills. Bills is double team, gets rid of it. Now to Pettichon at the free throw line. Right wing shot by Wiederspan is off to the right. And the rebound is controlled by Schreibogle, her 5th board. Schreibogle on the outlet pass finds Mason Reese. Reese into the front court. And the ball tipped away but taken by Smilek at the top. Smilek with 2:09 to go to Nicole Mettler. Mettler against Bills. Left baseline to Robertson. Robertson backs it out to Mettler. Mettler towards the timeline. Dribbles to her right. Going to find Emily Smilek. Smilek against Wiederspan. Back out to Schreibogle. At the top for Mason Reese with 1:49 to go. Weld Central 26, Fort Morgan 23. Into the lane is Mettler all the way. Blocked by Schneider. Schneider takes that one away. A nice block by the junior. Here comes Schneider across midcourt. A 3 will tie the game. Ashley Apple near that right corner to Wiederspan. Back out to Schneider. 1:29 to go. Steps to her left. Schneider's cut off. Bounce pass. In the left corner, here's Bills. Bills dribbles left of the lane. Lost the ball, got it to Apple, and she banks and misses. But she's fouled. Ashley Apple to the line after picking up the loose change. Ivani Robertson commits her second foul. Big free throws here for Ashley Apple with 1:21 to go. Whether it's health, life, or dental insurance or Medicare supplements, the Sharon Kaufman and Insurance Connection. The free throw is good. The Rebel lead is down to 2, 26-24. And you know there's going to be turnovers before this game's over. Mustangs got to force a second. Free throws in. Apple with 6 points, all in this half. And the Mustangs will apply the pressure in the backcourt. Smilek to throw it into Mason Reese. Reese dribbles by Pettijohn, crosses midcourt. Reese is just going to back it out over to Smilek. 1:12 to go. Near that right corner for Robertson against Schneider. Robertson looking down low for Schweibel. Tipped away by Bills and taken away by Schneider. And then the bounce pass is kicked out of bounds by Schweibel. So the Mustangs have it after Weld Central's 24th turnover of the game. Timeout, Fort Morgan. 1:03 to go. Weld Central 26, Fort Morgan 25 on B106 and B106.com. The Mustangs trail the Weld Central Rebels 26-25. 1:03 to go in the game from Keensburg. Mustang basketball. Bills inbounds it to Allie Schneider. Schneider across the timeline on the outside right to Sammy Pettijohn. Pettijohn to her left at the top. Has to pick up a dribble. Cross-court pass to Bills. And then we've got a whistle. There was contact made. Did Bills commit the foul, or was she fouled? No, she committed the foul as Emily Smilek came away with the basketball. That was almost simultaneous. It'll be 2 free throws off the Mustang turnover. Their 6th of the quarter, and their 22nd of the game. Emily Smilek to the line, but it will still be a one-possession game because the Mustangs only trail by a point. Free throw by Smilek is up and good. Weld Central 27, Fort Morgan 25. 51.8 seconds to go in the game. Second free throw by Smilek is up, and that one is in. Mustangs need a free to tie the game, but they have plenty of time. They can go for the easy 2.
And that's what the Mustangs need to do, is try and not force a shot, get the easy 2, and then get a turnover. There's been so many in this game. Wouldn't be that bad for the Mustangs to turn around and get it.
And Pettijohn traveled in the front court. She was sent at the free throw line. And again, lots of dribbling, and you've got to be able to pass the ball. 7 turnover in the quarter. Now the Mustangs are going to either have to force a turnover or foul. They're down by 3 with 42.6 to go. To throw it into the backcourt is Emily Smilek. Finds Nicole Medler. Medler bodied up by Schneider. Schneider trying to go for the strip, and now Schneider commits the foul. That'll be her 4th foul. 2 free throws for Nicole Medler. Even if she makes both, 37.2 seconds, plenty of time remaining in this game.
There's a lot of time, and the Mustangs have to do a better job and quit fouling. They have to kind of relax, not let this pressure or this panic mode get to them.
The free throw is in and out. It's still a one-possession game. Nicole Medler again. She can give Weld Central a 4-point lead. She bends. She shoots, and she connects. The Rebels lead 29-25. 35 seconds to go. Pettijohn in midcourt. Pettijohn at the top for Apple, dribbling to her left. Double team. Apple kicks it back out, and we got a traveling violation. Apple did shift both feet. Didn't like the call, but it was a clear travel from my vantage point, and Fort Morgan is falling apart. 8 turnovers in the quarter. 24 in the game. They'll pressure in the backcourt. The inbound pass to Schweibel. Back out to Smilek. Smilek along the right baseline. Maintains the dribble. Kicks it back out to Medler. On the outside left to Reese. 18 seconds to go. Fort Morgan has a foul. They're down by 4. They're fouling with 14 seconds to go. Now we have a foul. With 13.6 to go. The foul committed by Alexis Bills. Bills' 3rd personal. Double bonus. Emily Smilek to the line. Smilek in this quarter has already attempted 7 free throws. She's made her last 4. And she's made her last 5. Good. Weld Central has their biggest lead of 30-25. Mustangs at a 17-9 lead. They've been outscored 21-8 since then. Second free throw is up and off the back of the rim. The long rebound to Ashley Apple. Mustangs sadly need a bucket, and the ball is thrown away out of bounds. Sent it for Pettijohn. Mustangs turn it over again in the backcourt. Well, this game's essentially over. 10.7 seconds to go, down by 5. And Schreibvogel will throw it in for Weld Central in the front court. Back out to Nicole Metler. And Metler looking, spinning, back out to Mason Reese. 4 seconds to go. And then Schreibvogel fouled. I don't know why they fouled her with 1.9 seconds to go. You either commit the foul immediately or you let the clock run out.
Aggression, John. Aggression. Mustangs were up by 8. You and I were talking about it here just a second ago. Up by 8, and then just let this game kind of slip away from them as Schreibvogel got hot and sending Smiley to the line.
Schreibogel's actually at the line, but he just made the first after Sammy Pettijohn committed the 4th foul. But you mentioned it, those 7 points Schreibvogel scored in the 3rd. That changed the game. Second free throws off the back of the rim. Rebound to Brooke Wiederstad, and that is the end of the game. Well, Central defeats Fort Morgan 31-25. We'll wrap up this game, and we'll do that in 3 minutes on B106 and B106.com.